You wouldn't let your kids into a bar, would you? Don't let them listen to Critical Hit. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. Hello, world, and welcome to another episode of Critical Hit, a podcast where we drink wine and talk about everything. I am your host, Red King, and with me always is Crimson and Corona Warden.
Hello, hello.
For a truly special episode.
Indeed. We are trying 19 crimes. This is the red wine. I don't know shit about wine. I should have looked it up. We're just going to run it. And we are talking about last meals.
Ooh, yeah.
So now we're actually talking about everything.
Maybe we should have done that on Halloween. It's fine.
Halloween is about being spooky. It's not about dying quite.
It's death of chasing.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Word. You guys ready?
Yes.
We are ready.
We are Critical Hit. This is 19 crimes. Cheers, bros. Let's go.
Cheers.
Oh my gosh. So, before we begin, we tried to do this last week. We tried to record and everything went wrong. It was, I think, ghosts.
It could have been.
Lucky 13.
Oh.
It's episode 13, isn't it?
And Friday the 13th was last Friday.
Okay,
Yes,
so yeah,
we had the fucking death. So, let's rate this because I have a lot of shit to talk about with this 19 crimes.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna rate it because we tried it last week and we're trying it this week. I like this shit. I think it is like, I'm rating it like a 7.
I'll give it a 6.
Okay. I actually, yeah, I'm gonna go with 7. I was thinking 7 too.
Hell yeah! This is a red wine. This is from 2020, so it's not super old, but
It's a COVID wine.
Yes.
Oh no. That's the first of your 19 crimes.
Okay, so just as far as stats go, it is a 13.5% alcohol by volume, which
That's, I think, higher than any of the beers we've done.
So here's the thing: is an average wine. It is the strongest drink that we have reviewed on this podcast thus far. And what better way to win than by fucking default? Because that's just wine. All it is high ABV, high horsepower.
You know what? That's fair. That's beautiful. I wish I had more default victories like that.
So
You just win by existing.
Yeah. Like, hey, good job. Thank you.
like, I'm here, dude. This is easier than I thought.
Yeah. After a couple sips of the wine.
Until liquor enters the fray.
Oh, jeez.
So this is a blended wine.
So what's the difference? Because I don't know jack about wine.
So this is a, opposed to making your just a straight, like a different style of wine, like a Merlot or a Cabernet, this is it's a mix, right? So this is 86% Shiraz, 7% Merlot, 7% Cabernet.
Shiraz.
Wait, are you trying to fucking
Yeah.
You fucking degenerate. This is from
Chamberlain.
This is from Australia.
Cabaret.
Wow. So this is from I'll get through it one of these fucking days. I'm not gonna let you go wild on me like this.
You're whiling on yourself.
This was produced in Australia, and this is the interesting thing about 19 Crimes. It's kind of based off of a in 1788. Reading off the back of the bottle, fucking classy like that. I didn't forget to take these notes.
So in 17,
in Great Britain, there was a form of punishment that was fucking execution adjacent called transportation, which was a fancy fucking word for exile. They would take your ass and send you to Australia.
Well, yeah, because they couldn't use the state of Georgia anymore. No, that's how the colony of Georgia and the original 13 colonies started. It was a prison colony.
Word?
You know,
I knew that about Australia. Did not know that about Georgia.
so Georgia's kind of hard.
Yeah, they hard. Okay. But not quite as hard as Australia because... So here's the thing. It wasn't execution, but you die at sea. It happened all the time.
That would be worse.
I would argue that going to Australia would be fucking worse than dying at sea. They've got spiders the size of your fucking head.
Yeah, but they have those in Jamaica too. Like, have you seen one of those banana spiders?
Yeah, but Australia's got the bird-eating one that's as big as a plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're every fucking way.
Yeah, and then they also got like a bunch of other ones. The big ones are bad.
Yeah, there's the tarantulas that like shoot their hair at you, and if it touches you, you just get like super itchy and just like...
They have spider
I break out in
rings.
hives on the daily because I'm allergic to everything. It doesn't fucking bother me.
No, this is like bad. This is like itchy where you're sloughing off your skin with your nails.
Holy
Or if
balls.
it gets in your eyes or your nose.
So you're not really making the argument for Australia.
Yeah. Because they have koala bears too, and it's like fucking, oh man, so adorable. Rip your fucking face off.
So we're going to talk
If a
about...
koala rips your face off, you fucked up somewhere in life.
You got too close and didn't fucking move.
Like,
fast.
it's one thing if a kangaroo rips your face off, because kangaroos are fucking assholes. Like, if you ever see a kangaroo in a water, don't go in, because it's going to drown your ass.
Yeah.
It's trying to lure you in so it can fucking kill you.
It puts you in a headlock and just dunks you till you fucking die.
And they're just flexing in the...
That's all they're
Arms.
doing.
They got such big fucking arms.
I'm like,
Australia's nothing to fuck with.
Right, don't forget, they can balance on their tail so they can kick the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're fast as
Yeah,
fuck. Like,
the
imagine...
speed, the fucking combinations. They got eagle strength in both hands.
Let's not forget the emus.
They got no fucking weaknesses.
Well, guns.
And a
Okay,
swift
chill.
punch to the...
Everyone's weak against guns. I have not found anybody who's strong. Bears! Grizzly bears. We kicked Australia's ass because they only have fucking grizzly bears. Check fucking mate, but...
How is that checkmate?
What? We've never been at war with Australia.
Also,
fucking put the bears on them. So let's... I got a list.
I mean, they did fight a war with emus.
bears could kill literally all of us.
So I got a list.
Okay.
There are 19 crimes punishable by transportation.
So that's what this is about. That's
Yes.
where the 19 crimes come from.
Grand larceny.
Fair.
There's some easy stuff. Petty larceny.
Okay, wait a second.
I feel like you would just take the finger and move on.
So grand larceny is theft above the value of 1 shilling.
And then
Petty larceny is the theft of something valued under 1 shilling.
so every fucking thing, as long as you steal it, that's it.
Buying or receiving stolen goods, jewels, and plate.
What if I didn't know?
You should have known.
Well, you're still an accomplice to petty or grand larceny.
Number 4, I'm trying to rattle through it as fast as possible because there's 19 of these bitches and
Right.
we've got a fucking night to continue.
Run it.
Stealing lead, iron, or copper, or buying or receiving such items.
Isn't that covered under grand petty or buying or purchasing stolen goods?
Yeah, I feel like they're just saying if you steal, you're.
I have a couple of thoughts about the English. They're a bit fucking redundant.
Careful. Steady.
No, our best guys are from fucking Belgium. Fuck England.
Whoa!
Come try me. Sorry,
God
the
save the
pregame.
queen. You're just gonna
The
get.
pregame was hard on this one.
Next thing you know, you're just gonna get shot in the back with a fucking arrow from a longbowman, and it's gonna be the most English thing to have ever fucking happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, for the queen.
Impersonating an Egyptian.
Huh? Wait.
In the 16th century
Considering
England,
how much they stole from Egypt, that's a little weird.
in 16th century England began the criminalization of the wandering people. It's
Roma?
the Egyptians. So impersonating an Egyptian, and the Egyptians were criminalized.
Yeah.
If you impersonated a
But
criminalized...
Egypt, Gypsy.
Oh, shit. Impersonating the criminalized wandering people was a crime that was punishable by exile.
So the one song, Walk Like an Egyptian.
Oh, my gosh.
If you were to do...
No. Well, wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that law still
You're
on the books
gone.
in England?
Good question.
Because we have weird fucking laws still on the books in our country.
There are people who have gotten arrested for singing London Calling
Yeah.
or London Bridge is Falling Down. They've been arrested for that.
Well, that would make sense because the bridge is actually falling down and it's a real bridge. So if you're running around saying that you could incite a panic. It's the same reason you can't yell fire in a fucking crowded movie theater if there's no fire.
Why is he singing a song about such a serious situation?
And we're back at it. We've got number 6.
More theft.
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Stealing from furnished lodging. If you take towels, pillows, blankets, or other such things from an inn or fucking hotel.
If that was modern, I would be fucked.
Wait. Hold the fucking phone. Are you saying you fucking steal from hotels?
I have stolen from a hotel.
What?
He likes them jizz sheets.
No, not the sheets. Absolutely not. No, it's just soap. Things like soap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You would get exiled for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fucked.
This still seems to fall under one or fewer shillings. Like,
Setting fire to the underwood, which is undergrowth in a forest. Starting a forest fire.
that's at least different.
Yeah. we're at least gonna
Next,
change
stealing
the
wood.
Fuck.
Stealing letters, advancing the postage, and secreting the money. Secreting the money. It was printed really weird. Basically, you can't steal letters.
Why? So they could have just said stealing.
They did.
Like 100 times.
And we're back at number 9.
Stealing.
Yes. Assault with the intent to rob.
That's at least an adjacent crime.
Assault is not on this.
What the fuck? So it only matters if you're gonna steal something.
If I just grab this wine bottle and smash somebody in the face, I'm not getting exiled.
Yeah, you might spend...
Unless I didn't pay for the wine bottle.
Yes.
That's pretty incredible.
But if you don't take the wine bottle with you, you're good. Number 10.
Is vandalism on the list, though?
Stealing fish from a pond or river.
What number is this?
Number 10.
10. So let's be real. Out of so far 10 of these things.
Out of 10, 2 have not been stealing.
Yeah.
It's impersonation and arson.
Yes.
Yeah. Which, okay, great.
Stealing roots, trees, or plants, or destroying them.
I said steal wood.
Oh man, dude, really?
Number 12. Bigamy.
Oh, okay, great, cool.
All right, Joseph Smith, you're out.
Number 13. Assaulting, cutting, or burning clothes.
With intent to take sex.
No. If you wreck somebody's outfit, depending on who, your ass can get
So,
sent to
okay,
Australia.
if their face is clear and I just stab them in the face and they don't bleed on their clothes, I'm good.
If you cut up their clothes or set fire to them, you are getting exiled.
And it's so specific. Like
Counterfeiting is number 14.
Okay.
Clandestine marriage is number 15. Can't get married in secret. You gotta get married in the Church of England, or you're going to Australia.
I mean, sure. I guess.
You also can't be one of those fanatical Catholics Get
or
married.
Lutheran or anything else. Not a Calvinite, not a Baptist, not a Methodist, not a Presbyterian.
Calvinite?
Yeah. You didn't know Calvinites are a sect of Christianity?
I didn't know Calvin Klein was Christian.
Hugonots?
Huguenots.
Hugonots. They're like fucking astronauts, except they're all named Hugo.
Why was I thinking Argonauts?
What are Argonauts?
Aren't they the fucking
Jason and the Argonauts.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with sailing.
There we go. Okay.
Yep.
Stealing a shroud.
Why are we
Out
back
of a
at
grave.
Why are we back at stealing?
So grave robbing,
Yep.
Oh my
which
gosh.
is still theft.
Yeah.
Here we go. Number 17 is watermen carrying too many passengers on the Thames if any have drowned.
The River Thames.
If you get in a boating accident and somebody drowns and they say, "Oh, you shouldn't have been carrying that many people on that fucking boat," you are as good as Australian.
Aussie, have a spike.
Why does it sound like the punishment is being Australian at that point?
Because it was.
Oh well, yeah, technically you're right about that.
Incorrigible rogues who broke out of prison and persons reprieved from capital punishment.
So if they were like, we're just going to send you to Australia because we don't feel like killing you.
Yes. So it'd be a situation where if you escaped from prison, you're going to Australia. If you escape from your execution, you're going to Australia. If you've been reprieved of your execution, if they're like, we're not going to kill you,
But you're going now.
But you're going to
but
Australia.
your ass is going to Australia.
So here's the thing: if it's not capital crime, then it's just Australia. That's pretty much.
Well, no. You can beat the shit out of somebody. You just can't violate their clothing. So you can just go ham on a dude's face.
But here's the thing: this is rules.
Rain blows on his chin.
This is rules for simply getting sent to Australia. You got to remember that, especially in the England, capital crime was a huge. There was like 200 something of them.
There's one more. The 19th is
What's this one?
Theft.
imbuing naval stores in certain cases. So taking stuff from the Navy.
So what? Fucking like 15 out of 19 was just stealing.
A lot of them have weird marriage rules, or
So
two of them were
my
marriage
God.
rules. Like, you were doing some weird stuff in your marriage, so
But you got some hot hands. I know that in more ways than one.
going out
Australia.
Going to Australia.
I don't like you. You're going to Australia.
That's pretty much what it sums up to.
And I think that's kind of what it was. There was a time where maybe the idea of executing your criminals was socially, in one way or another, frowned upon. There was starting to be that kind of push against it, and so they decided to send you to Australia, where two things would have happened. You would either die at sea, you'd get sick, you'd fall overboard, you'd hit your head as the ship rocked back and forth. They might just throw your ass off. You might get killed by somebody else on the ship. You know,
You might get eaten by somebody else.
or you'd end up in Australia and you don't have two fucking shillings to rub together.
Because you stole them.
Yeah.
Because you stole them.
Or someone stole them from you and now they're on the boat with you.
Yes. Because you tried to
Because
take
2
them
shillings
back.
is grand larceny.
Yes, you tried to take your shillings back.
Yeah, it's like it's mine now, and you're like, I'm taking it back, and now you're both going to Australia.
So
You
that-
what? You're both on the boat.
Both on the boat.
Don't make me get my billy.
So that is.
That's the 19 crimes.
Yes.
Fine. So
Theft, marriage in a non-appropriate way. And
they really could have called it like 5 crimes because
Right.
like every one of the other ones just various forms of stealing.
So one last thing before I continue to our actual subject is 19 Crimes is kind of a cool brand. You can scan the label with an app, and the label will come to life and tell you a story. I'm not going to do that because visually that's not very fucking interesting.
Wait, that's just the rest of the episodes.
We're all just sitting there, and you can vaguely kind of hear the audio off my phone. Not going to do that. I'm fucking smarter than that. But it's very cool.
Check it out in your own time.
It's worth it to all of our listeners. I don't know how many of them you are. Check that shit out. It's cool. It actually is really cool.
Yeah. No, I like the story behind it. And it's like, I don't know, it makes a very like appealing little bottle that I'm moving around as you can hear the but no, I like the story behind it. That's kind of goes hand in hand with alcohol.
A lot of fun. So now we are on the subject of the last meal and kind of capital punishment at large. A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll stay as on topic as we can. Capital punishment, right? You've been convicted of something, and somebody said you should fucking die for it.
At that moment, you're just like, can I argue?
Yes.
Yeah, you have like 3 appeals.
Yeah. And then back in the day, it was just like, you breathed out before in. To death with you.
Yeah, like a
Witch!
Yeah, you could be accused of being a witch. Now we're talking about like I guess now we're back in the 1700s again. You could be accused of being a witch. You could be of a different religious belief. You could be
wrong skin color.
Yeah, wrong skin color.
You could take 1 cabbage.
Yeah, you could take. Oh shit!
That's an actual.
You were just telling me about.
Yeah, that's an actual thing. You take 1 fucking head of cabbage, you're out. Like what did I do?
Like you took a head of cabbage, and now we're gonna cut your head off.
Right.
Like, whoa.
Steal a head, lose a head.
Like I'm so sorry. I just wanted to feed my family.
Well, they're losing their heads too.
Yeah.
Feed your family fucking cabbage.
Yeah. I'm all fucking
Disgusting. Smells like a fart coming in. Smells like a fart going out. Don't get me wrong, I fucked some cabbage.
Yeah.
But,
Fuck some cabbage, huh?
No. That's
fuck your cabbage. Next thing you know, head chopped off.
That's the wrong head to get chopped off.
Chopping Chrono's head off.
Turns out you're just slicing the cabbage from
You're gonna be too drunk to see, so. Also, it's dark outside, so.
Wine is great, and darkness sucks. So,
that's the story of Kingdom Hearts.
Wine be coming at you like a galloping ghost.
So speaking of ghosts, perfect segue. See, I take your whiling and I just turn it into staying back on subject. So the idea of a last meal, right? Mm-hmm. It goes back arguably pretty fucking far. Mm-hmm. We have very prevalent religious imagery. Wow, imagery. We have very prevalent religious imagery referring to a last meal before being executed.
Yeah,
right?
The Last Supper.
Absolutely. It goes farther back than that. The ancient Greeks also believed that, right? You send somebody who's condemned to death on an empty or on a full stomach. You don't want to send them on an empty stomach. They can't cross the river Styx. They'll come back as a hungry ghost.
Well, yeah, you also got to put the coins on their eyes.
Right.
Good for you to be thinking about that when I'm in my last moments. Like, don't want you to come back as a ghost now.
Remember that
I'm about to die.
They basically issued Socrates a capital punishment.
Yep.
I mean, here's the thing, man. Sometimes if you're a wise prophet, you just gotta die.
Huh. All the wisest.
Yeah. Interesting. Think about that one.
Don't want you thinking about that shit.
Yeah, exactly. But you said what now? What is he talking about? He's talking about some fucking deep shit.
Fucking kill his ass.
Yeah. Get rid of him. No, I mean, here's the thing. The idea of a last meal, right? I'm like, because I always thought for a while, I was like, oh man, they're doing you a solid, man. You're about to die. Just, give you a little something, just a little, respite before you're You're out of here. Nope. Fucking goes. Wait, what? Like, there is no kindness in your heart whatsoever.
So here are a couple of facts about the last meal. We're gonna focus on the modern version of the last meal, right? In most states that still allow them, because there's quite a few of them that have stopped.
You don't deserve that shit.
Well, here was. I'll get into that next point, right? So in most states, it's usually comes to be about $40, right? A last meal. They tend to go a little bit wide of the regular fucking prison fare, right? They within reason, and they will exert all reasonable effort to get you what you request.
Yeah.
There are some states that just give it by default. There are some states where you have to request it. And usually the rule is about 14 days before your actual execution, you can request, hey man, I want that last meal. You know, and they'll try to hook you up.
It's a little grim.
There are some states that flat out have stopped it. Texas being one of them.
So Texas still gives it, but they stopped letting people request special ones. You just get a default one now. Because there was a guy in 2011 who just straight up like ordered a shit ton of food. And
I know the exact thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't there also a guy who like ate every page in the Bible or something like that as his last meal?
Oh yeah, there's some crazy shit. So
maybe they thought they would get tired of waiting.
I forget what city it was in, but there was one guy who requested that like a bunch of vegetarian pizzas be donated to homeless shelters in his name. And they were like, no, we're not going to do that. You know what wound up happening? A bunch of people donated vegetarian pizzas to homeless shelters. So a bunch of homeless people got to eat the night this dude died.
That's
kind of, what did he do? Do you know what he did?
No.
Because the thing is, I don't want to be like, kind of beautiful and then be like, hi.
No, it's kind of beautiful because here's the thing, right? Forgiveness is one thing, and forgiveness is free for people not to fucking give you.
Yeah.
But the honesty of atonement is fucking beautiful no matter what, right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And no, I guess yeah, if you're gonna go out, you might as well go out like a fucking saint.
But in 2011. In Texas, Lawrence Russell Brewer wilded the fuck out.
And ruined it for everybody.
He requested 2 chicken fried steaks, and my mouth is starting to water talking about it.
It's like, I'm getting hungry.
A triple meat bacon cheeseburger, fried okra. I could pass on that. That's the only thing I could.
I actually have never tried okra.
No, I've had okra. Half the time it's delicious. Other times it's just fucking disgusting. The texture's horrible. A pound of barbecue. 3 fajitas. A meat lover's pizza. A pint of ice cream. A slab of peanut butter fudge with crushed peanuts on top.
Did he?
I am like Drew.
Yeah, you're actually
Let finish.
He did not fucking eat a bite of that shit.
He ate none of it. He said he wasn't hungry.
Funny. Fucking funny.
That's fucked up.
So
he ruined it for everybody else, though.
So here's the thing. I will say
there was a guy who requested dirt too, but they didn't give him that.
I mean, if this, like, let's keep this real. I'm not going to even try to get into the weird part of like what they did, but let's be honest. If you're about to die, like, you got to get a middle finger in somewhere.
So there's a couple of different things. There's actually a pretty high percentage of people who request last meals, and they're not quite as extravagant as that one. And not even just to be disruptive, but they can't find it in themselves to get hungry for it.
I mean,
the obvious thing, right, is nerves, right? You're about to die. You're about to meet your maker. This is it. The other thing is a tad more scientific, where your body follows the cues from your brain and understands that you don't need energy for where you're going.
Yeah.
So hunger stops, and you're just like...
It's kind of dark.
I knew you'd like that one.
Do you know there are people that they didn't request anything and they tried to avoid eating, so they would just starve to death before they'd be put to death, and then they force-fed them?
See, now that's
so that
a little...
they could execute them.
So here's the thing. I will say
That's a
this.
little bloodthirsty.
Yeah, that's a little much. That's a little extra. Because, like, if we're being real, I get the point, right? There's this whole, morality thing. But I get the point of some people do some things, and that's just it. You know what I'm saying? You're not coming back from this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get it that you want to be like, hey, our justice system is taking care of this guy. If he dies, he fucking dies. You know what I'm saying? If he starves himself, just go out there and be like, we were about to kill him. He starved himself instead. It's still just as grim. Nobody's looking at that like, oh, that sounds awesome.
That's a bad way to go.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
I'm
like this is such an amazingly bleak and dark subject. And, so, right, I am a member of a certain religious sect, the big one. Part of the teachings is we're supposed to be opposed to the death penalty. I am not. Right, like, there's just some things where I'm like, fuck this guy. He should just get killed.
Are we really going to, like, argue that pedophiles are contributing anything to the world?
Exactly. They should just get fucking killed.
Yeah, like, and that's what I'm saying. Some people get the short end of the stick there. Some people get a bit screwed over and falsely accused and this and that and the other thing, right? Really sucks. But there's some people who definitely...
There's a place for it. Like, yeah. Because here's the thing, right? Like, because... It's all justice. If you let some of these people out, they're just going to get murdered by somebody. And then they got to deal with it now.
So I don't exactly know how it's just justice. It's all justice leads into he's going to get murdered. Because
you let some of these bad guys out.
There is street justice. That's the thing, right? If you don't get legal justice, street justice is a big thing.
Like somebody puts you on the ground and fucking stands on it like a rock. Yeah. And now they got to go to fucking prison.
Not if they... That's the thing, right? There has been situations where something like that happened and nobody reported it and there was no footage. And they were like, oh, well, we know you did it. Okay, where's your proof?
Yeah. Fucking wild.
The streets wanted it.
Everybody's executing somebody for something.
Yeah.
So we have talked about execution, death for your crimes, and what has been probably the most interesting intro to an episode ever. We're gonna move on to some famous last meals.
Oh Lord.
Some of these dead motherfuckers order some interesting shit.
Yes.
So I'm kind of interested to see what's going to come out of this because I know very few famous last meals aside from like the Bible one and
So I've got an amazing one.
Oh jeez.
Okay. You want to start? Okay.
Okay. A famous last meal by somebody named Adolf, not Hitler, Eichmann. Associated with Hitler.
Adolf Eichmann, the third Reichman.
He was instrumental in the Holocaust.
What a piece of shit. Anyways,
you want to know what he had for his last meal before his execution?
Lead.
Damn it. That was a really good one. You know,
it had to like marinate.
I was trying not to just burst into laughter over it because that was so fucking crisp. It was quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was remarkable. That's snappy. That's what we need you here for.
It was a bottle of red wine.
Really? Yeah.
That's the sound of me drinking red wine.
Yeah, but your 19 crimes are theft, more theft, impersonating an Egyptian, more theft.
Oh, my last meal would be theft.
So they just exile you.
That's what I'm saying. Chance for survival.
Pulled off the ultimate crime.
Right, you just you steal the keys from the guard. Exile me. These are worth 3 shillings.
It's like
I made these.
You cocky cock.
yeah.
Enjoy the Australians, I guess. And the rest of your life? I don't know.
Wouldn't that be incredible? You just flipped the whole script.
Fine, you're reprieved of your execution. Now go to Australia.
So, here's a thought. Oh my gosh, now we've derailed. But it's a thought, right? Imagine being exiled. How much clean water would you need just to survive, right? How long does it take to get to Australia? Because the barrels of water there suck. You're going to have to fucking mix them with rum.
There's frog spiders.
You got grog going on. Nah, you just carry yourself a jug of water and you just sip from it. You're not eating because you're going to get sick that way.
Yeah, but you're also going to die because you got to remember they had sailing ships. There were no engines
in the
1700s.
See, I fucked myself up.
So at best, you could travel maybe 24 miles.
You can go 3 days without food.
It's still a better chance. That's the thing is I would
only go 3. There's a rule of 3.
3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food.
But listen. I have a perfect.
Oh my gosh!
I have a perfect thing. I would look at my executioner and be like, "What do you want for your last meal?" And I'd be like, "Come closer." No! Wait! That's all I'm saying. It gets better. It gets better.
Okay.
He would come up to me and be like, "What would you like as your last meal?" I would take the keys. I'd be like, "Hope." And he'd be like, and he'd know. He'd look down. The shillings from there.
Shillings calculators are going off in his brain.
He's like, fuck.
Oh, God. Well, you had us going in the first half. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be some weird shit. Clandestine marriage is what I thought was going to be the crime.
Well, then you and your new husband...
Going straight to Australia. Oh, damn it. Stop doing this.
Going to Australia?
We're back on last meals. What's the next one?
Yeah. What do you got, Corona?
John Wayne Gacy.
Ooh, okay.
So.
Oh my gosh, he was a clown, wasn't he?
He was a KFC manager.
Oh.
What the fuck?
One of them was a killer clown.
I do remember the killer clown.
Was put to death in Illinois by lethal injection at the age of 52.
Great way to go.
He was sentenced to death for rape and 33 counts of murder.
Yep, now stick him.
For his last meal, Gacy requested 12 fried shrimp.
Yes.
A bucket of original recipe KFC, French fries, and a pound of strawberries.
Why a pound of strawberries?
Because that's the perfect offset to a bucket of fucking chicken.
Is it?
Yeah, bro.
That's
original fried chicken from KFC. Yeah, I think strawberries is a good offset. That's a nice summer picnic.
Yeah, and it's light.
I would have thought fucking lettuce.
Lettuce sucks ass.
It doesn't taste good, but it settles the stomach. And let's be honest,
You're about to die.
Yeah, I know.
Cares?
Think about your fucking guts. They're gonna cut you open at some point, and then what's left?
Why would they? They know what killed you. They don't have to do an autopsy.
Yeah, they don't. They have to confirm that. Could you imagine though, just request a can of fucking snakes and just swallow it, and then they cut it open and it pops out.
reporters are just sitting there with a fucking scalpel like, we know what's about to happen.
Yep. This fucking asshole.
And confetti.
Yes.
What? Them party poppers.
And it just starts playing Joy to the World.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
So, moving right
I
along.
feel like we're not handling this topic very delicately.
Fuck these guys.
Chrono already says as soon as they're dead, talk shit about them.
Right.
Especially these
What's
guys.
fucking John Wayne Gacy gonna do? Come haunt me from the grave? I'm gonna piss on it.
He might like that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. I will shit on his grave and then his face.
So Ted Bundy.
Fuck that guy.
Right? Okay.
He's made waves in all the right ways.
So he was, so maybe I should have preempted this whole fucking episode with a trigger warning.
Oh,
So
yeah.
here it is. Yeah. Anyways,
Just
so
put
he
that
was.
in the front.
Maybe I'll have to edit something in the beginning. So Ted Bundy, he was,
A piece of shit.
and he was executed by the electric chair, which is fantastic as far as getting fucking off.
Bundy catching the Fundy.
Yeah. Yes. He denied his request for a last meal, and he was given the
Bog standard.
he was given the standard last meal, which in this case, in Florida, was a. I'm not sure if they've changed it. They probably have, because this is way too fucking delicious to just be given to fucking dead bastards. Mid-rare steak, 2 over easy eggs.
I like how he put the thumb and the index together.
Hash browns, shut up, toast, jam, milk, and juice, bro.
Scrumptious.
Bro,
breakfast.
That's a Saturday morning. To me, I'm fucking hungover. I'm eating steak, fucking eggs. I'm getting it. I'm getting in, bro.
Yeah,
Well, then you're out.
Yeah, you're in or out.
I
Real
hope I
fucking
never have to
fast.
taste those flavors and think of death.
You've never been to a wake then.
Dude,
I've been to a wake.
Not a good one.
I played Alan Wake, if that means anything.
What the fuck? What?
That game was.
Why does he do this?
I don't
That
know.
game was pretty decent.
Oh my god.
This is pretty good.
Can I just? I'm gonna try another one.
Well, hang on. Here's a fun little factoid for you. Do you know what state executes the most people every year?
Oh, it's got to be Idaho.
I like how he says this is a fun little factoid. You
It's
know?
got to be Idaho.
Nope.
Utah.
Nope.
Montana. There's not a lot of people in Montana.
No. That's your three guesses. You got any guesses?
I hate
hold
this.
on.
I should have fucking been more careful.
Cleveland.
It's not a state. It's a city.
City in Ohio.
So you notice how I like
You fucking geographically ignorant.
He didn't look at any of us presentation.
That's the 20th crime. He's going to Australia.
No, I knew matter of fact they going.
Too bad he can't find it on a map.
Hold on. I can't even think of Toronto. Okay.
What?
That's a different country.
It's a country. It's a city in a country. A different country. It's not America.
Louisiana.
No,
Thank you.
he's done. Texas.
Okay.
I guess I should have seen that.
Yeah.
Two
okay.
states trade number 2. Virginia and Florida.
Huh.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's so on brand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Florida just killing people. That's the edit point.
That right there.
Ronnie Lee Gardner,
A garden salad.
executed by firing squad in Utah.
Actually, you know the funny part? Utah's trying to bring that back as a viable execution method in their state because the company that produces the sodium benzoate, I think is the chemical, or bentothal maybe, is like not making the chemical anymore because they're like, we're tired of you using our shit to kill people. So Utah's like, hey, can we shoot people again?
That's fucking righteous.
Even trade.
I mean, honestly, if I was actually going to pick an execution method for myself, firing squad's probably the way I would pick.
If I could get a request, I would be like, can you play that shit from The Godfather when you shoot me?
Instead of last meal, you get a last song.
Yeah, 100%. I'd be like, can I trade?
Could I do, I would do anything for love. It's contextually doesn't even make sense. But I would do it.
Yeah, yep. Just
burglary, robbery, and 2 murders.
I was going to say it wasn't a bad rap sheet until you got to the end there.
This guy was cool as fuck. Not because of the things he did. He's a piece of shit. I don't know the guy, but his last meal was awesome.
What was it? That's a really interesting way.
I know, right?
It's
hard to talk about it. Steak, lobster tail, vanilla ice cream, apple pie. Really good lineup. He wanted to eat it while watching Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Did they let him watch it?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. He got a last request, not just a last meal.
Yeah, he got it.
So I could get the fucking Godfather song. That's guaranteed.
Not necessarily.
I'm not
You
trying.
should probably never end up on death row.
I'm gonna try my best. On death row.
Because that would the number one thing would just be to play that shit on your Amazon and be free.
Yeah.
And see the sunrise the next day.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Oh
I guess there's better ways to enjoy music.
Timothy McVeigh, the Oklahoma City bomber.
Oh.
That guy.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
The American terrorist, because that's what the fuck he was put to death in Indiana by lethal injection at the age of 33. He was sentenced to death for 168 counts of murder. Because he blew up a federal building filled with children in their daycare.
So do we even give the guy a last meal?
Yeah, we was just
He got it.
It would be his testicles.
2 pints of Ben & Jerry's mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Why is it gotta be mint chip?
it would be like 2.
He ate
I was
it.
gonna say something terrible, but I didn't have to edit it out anyway, so I'm not gonna say it.
So this is all I'm saying, right? Okay, I love mint chip ice cream.
I hate mint chip ice cream. He could have it. It's the devil's fucking ice cream.
No. Fuck you.
Rocky Road.
No!
Wait, no. Rocky Road is fucking good.
Rocky Road is delicious.
That's not as good as mint chip.
Find yourself.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I didn't realize this at first. I was ready to argue.
Cookie dough is better than everything.
Fuck you.
Okay, but I can get cookie dough in my mint chip.
Yeah.
Gagging noises.
You're getting dangerously close to filleting there.
Edward
Sister.
David Edwin Mason. Wow, that was not good. Mason was charged with 4 counts of murder
With a jar.
after robbing, beating, and strangling 4 elderly people.
Yeah, why? Like, they're fucking old. Just get good friends with them, outweigh them, get in their will, and then you get all their shit.
Or just go, boo! And then take their stuff.
Really?
No, in no way do I condone the robbing of
So
elders.
my question is, why the fuck are you? Why are you like this?
Listen, here's the thing.
All the
right?
episodes for you to go off the rails like this, you picked the one where we're talking about death.
Mason was charged with all these terrible things. And he also killed another prisoner while waiting for his death sentence.
Dude, what
Well, I'm already here.
His last meal, as requested, was a glass of water.
fuck? Really?
It turns out he's allergic to it.
That sucked.
Yo, I would play that shit too. if I didn't really want to die by any of their heinous methods, like I eat something I'm allergic to, they just nurse me back to health just so they can kill me.
Like, we saved you. We got the best minds on this.
Ricky Ray Rector.
Whoa.
That's close.
So
That's close to something else.
yeah.
I bet you I know why he's a fucking murderer. People called him Ricky the Rectum.
Ricky, rub your rectum.
Ricky,
Rub the rectum.
Ricky.
This is not going anywhere.
Was put to death in Arkansas by lethal injection at the age of 42. He was sentenced to death for 2 counts of murder. His last meal was steak, fried chicken, cherry Kool-Aid, and pecan pie. He left the pecan pie behind, saying to a guard he was saving it for later.
Ooh, that's ominous.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
So here's the thing.
Hole.
Again, I don't.
Ghosts.
So I don't agree with. He's fucking Danny Phantom. Yeah.
No, he's not.
So here's the thing.
Danny Phantom was a cool
Yeah,
guy.
he was an alright kid.
He was just 13. His parents built that string of shit.
Yeah, Timmy Turner, you mean?
Timmy. So here's the thing. I will give him this. Fucking went out in style, man. You know, you're a piece of shit, guaranteed. But like, cool way to go out. I'm saving it for later. You know, that motherfucking thought about that shit too, because like they don't come up with that on the fly. They were sitting there days before, like, I'm gonna say no.
He's probably sat there for years because that's how long it takes to execute somebody.
This is fair. This is fair.
Yeah, it's generally at least 10 years. No, but death row sucks. It's solitary.
Yeah, that's. I feel like that's a bit of a shitty way to go.
Do you get to hang out with other people who are?
No. It's solitary.
I think
You get 1 hour.
That was stupid. I shouldn't have said that.
You get 1 hour of light in the courtyard.
It's like Corona Warden. It's solitary. Red King. Do you at least get to hang out with other people?
You don't drive that home. Anyways, Victor Feguer.
Spell it.
Careful.
Feguer. Fager.
We're gonna
Probably closer.
we're gonna go with that.
Victor Fager. 1 olive.
Oh, yeah, that guy's on this list.
He was the last person to be executed in Iowa.
Because of the olive.
He wanted the branch. They gave him the fucking olive.
Oh shit! So he was charged with murder after abducting and killing a doctor. I do not know what for.
Fuck that guy.
He was right because like a doctor is important. You know, like if you take a doctor, you've probably inadvertently taken like 100 other people.
Well, that's the thing, right? So Thanos is all like, snap, snap, snap. I'm going to kill half the life in the universe. Here's the problem, right? What if the random people he picks are the 2 people flying an airplane?
Oh my gosh.
So that whole plane is gone.
Thanos should be figuring out what he wants because. But
I'm just saying, like.
So he requests. So Victor Fager requested the single olive, but with the pit left in.
Oh yeah, because he wanted it to grow out of him.
Yes, he believed that the pit would grow an olive tree inside of him, ironically symbolizing peace.
Ironically, so wow.
He was trying to be fucking clever and shit.
He's a dickhead.
Absolutely.
Here's a good one. Steven Anderson was put to death in California.
California. That's a hard sell.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck? You got killed in California, my guy.
They didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
You asked for it.
You had it coming.
You kill me though.
I don't want to be here anymore. By lethal injection at the age of 49, he was sentenced to
You
death
just
for
snuck that little dunk in on me.
burglary Battery, assault, 7 counts of murder, and escaping from prison.
Oh, jeez. So they were like, all right, enough's enough. He's going to get out anyway.
For his last meal, Anderson requested 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, a pint of cellulite, aka cottage cheese,
Chill.
God, she's disgusting.
a hominy corn mixture, peach pie, chocolate chip ice cream, and radishes.
Radishes? You had me. So, all right. Yeah, cottage cheese and radishes.
Bastard. Yeah, fuck your radish. So, like, I personally, as far as cottage cheese goes, because I'm going to fucking die on that hill, let's go.
Literally.
I liked it as a kid. I stopped eating it as a teenager all the way up to like in my adult years. My wife really fucking loves cottage cheese. I got back into that shit, and you want to know what?
It's awful.
It's awesome.
It's disgusting.
It's this. I had prepared myself for turning that into a different word, but I can't.
It's distasteful. It looks like cum-covered brains that just jiggle.
Okay, how about this?
Like someone took a brain, put it in leg fat, and just came on it and is like...
Enjoy your jiggly cum brains, you fuck.
You're never going to eat it again now.
Yep, goodbye.
You're just going to think jiggly cum brains.
One less cottage cheese either.
You want to know what? I'm gonna kill you. I'm just gonna kill you.
Last meal time.
I'm going to make sure I have snakes in my stomach.
And confetti.
Alan Lee Davis, also known as Tiny.
Why?
He was put to death in Florida by the electric chair. Once again, back to my favorite form. Why don't you just hook him up to a battery until he stops being alive?
Throw the switch.
Right?
Go Super Saiyan. Fuck!
Well, we just charged his ass up.
I'm going ghost.
Look,
Could you imagine if that was someone's last words?
That would be my last words. I swear on everything I love.
No, stop.
Dude, if I end up in prison and on death row, I'm going ghost. Last thing I'm fucking saying.
Did you not just tell me to aim for not ending up on death row, and now you're just like, I'm going ghost?
No, because here's the thing. Someone's going to cross me in a bad way. Anyways, why am I even talking? He requested a lobster tail, fried potatoes, half a pound of fried shrimp, 6 ounces of fried clams, half a loaf of garlic bread, and 32 ounces of A&W root beer. That's a fucking way to go out.
Yeah, okay. Okay, he came correct with his meal. I can respect that.
Right. Absolutely.
I would just order from A&W. That fucking place is fantastic.
A&W's a terrible fast food chain.
What?
The only thing that's good is the frosted glasses.
The burgers are fucking fantastic. What are you talking about?
Absolutely not. First
I've
of all,
never had it, so I can't comment on
First of all, A&W is like one of the dirtiest fucking restaurants I've ever been to.
You're dirty. Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, Angel Nieves Diaz was put to death in Florida by lethal injection at the age of 55 for murder, kidnapping, and armed robbery. He declined a last meal, so he was served the prison regular, which he declined to eat as well.
Fuck the whole thing. Ain't nobody want to eat the prison regular. What was the prison regular, though?
It was Florida. You already said it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
God damn it. I always hate when I'm stupid.
So you always hate yourself.
Why you gotta fucking come at me like this? Look at me, I'm wounded.
Because you leave yourself open.
Yeah.
Teresa.
And my arms wide open.
Damn. That's
Shot.
Shot.
he almost fell out of his chair. I saw that shit. Teresa Lewis, because now we're doing equal opportunity people dying for the crimes.
Controversial. What do we got?
Put to death by lethal injection at age 41.
What did she do?
Murder, conspiracy, and robbery.
It was probably a boyfriend.
Husband and kids.
Yeah.
That's what it usually is.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Disengage.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you. This is gonna be a weird episode. Yes, it is.
He made a conscious decision. He's like, no.
Her last meal was fried chicken, peas with butter, apple pie, and a Dr. Pepper.
Huh.
Good soda to go out on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DP.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'm not even mad about it, bro.
You know,
Fried chicken tends to be the thing.
There's a lot of Burger King and pizza as well.
Yeah, I don't know why that tends to be the trend, but
I'm going to be honest, listening to this has kind of given me so much inspiration for our final topic because I have a whole new outlook.
Yeah, you ate before we started recording. I'm just getting hungry. We're out here talking about death, and I'm like, what do I want to eat?
what do I want to eat though?
Sacco maybe, and Vanzetti. Ferdinando, Nicola, Sacco, and Bartolomeo Vanzetti were put to death in Massachusetts.
A twofer?
Yep, it's a double. By electric chair
Ooh.
at the ages of 36 and 39, respectively. They were sentenced to death on 2 counts of murder for their last meals.
That's like a murder apiece.
What the fuck?
For their last meals, Sacco and Vanzetti requested soup, tea, meat, and toast.
What the fuck?
That's like prisoner food already.
Yeah, I was
Come
saying,
on.
what the hell?
This one gets a little worse. In 1977, the governor of Massachusetts issued a statement saying that they had been unfairly tried and convicted. The case has been open ever since.
We need to follow up on this.
45 years have passed since then. Yeah.
Ninja, what the fuck?
Are we about to solve the coldest case?
Bro, no. First of all, if you've had me for 50 years, you might as well take me.
That's a good point.
I'm sorry, but dude, I have not.
That's a good point.
I don't know what the world is anymore.
No,
It's a weird.
Oh no, these guys are dead.
Yeah. What are they?
Yeah, they were executed. The governor said posthumously, he said we fucked up.
It was a whoops. Whoa! No, that's too much.
Welcome to one of the arguments against the death penalty. Because
Yeah,
whoops, my bad is a little hard to pull off when you're dead.
Oh, shit.
D.
Like, I had it wrong. Like, how do you explain that? Like,
You don't.
Like,
It's just like, oops, my bad.
but here's the thing, you gotta figure that discussion happens around the water cooler at some point. You look at your boss and like, hey, listen.
I have a problem here.
I overlooked something.
I made a huge mistake. Listen, hear me out.
Yo, how Shawshank is that though?
Don't
Yeah,
be mad.
On a scale of 1 to as fuck, how Shawshank was that execution?
Oof.
Damn.
Oh, that is wrong.
I don't even know what to say about that. 'Cause
That might just be the cap.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? Is like, you know, sometimes obviously you deserve it, right? You get put to death because you did something that was bad.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about like Some of these guys might not have even done it.
Fuck, man. Like, imagine, like, it's already bad enough thinking about it, of like, oh, my life's about to end. But if you had it coming, you could at least maybe, like, you know, whatever, had it coming.
Like, Ted Bundy was not sitting there like, I didn't deserve this.
Oh, man, that's so fucked.
That's great. That is not great.
You're just on point with these descriptors.
That's bad. Bad.
So,
I feel godless.
that's an amazing way to just start back into it.
You fucking heathen.
So we've made it through some very popular, very famous,
I wouldn't say popular.
right? No, because the whole concept is popular. I think there's like kind of an obsession with, like, not just, like the finality of it.
Yeah.
The request, getting it, the extravagance, maybe.
I mean, some states do sell tickets to executions.
Tickets?
Oh, man. Because, like, that was
That
the
ain't
one.
something. What the fuck?
So
I thought we was done with that.
So interesting little thing about that. That was the one kind of thing that I wanted to mention. I was like, because there was some pageantry behind executions, and so the interesting thing that I kind of found when I was doing a deep dive into some of this execution culture, if you want to call it that, was one. I want to say his name was Albert Pierpoint. So he was arguably the first famous executioner. So if you remember,
Executioner.
Executioner, yeah. So if you remember, executioners were largely they weren't a public figure.
Right. They were faceless because the idea is that you don't get to. They're not what's important.
Yeah, exactly, and it helped against potential vendettas. It helped against just a lot of things, and also for the executioner themselves, most of them they actually had to instill a limit on the amount of alcohol they could partake in, because.
So you want to know a funny story about that? So when Henry VIII ordered Thomas Cromwell executed, they got his executioner drunk. And this was before they had the guillotine or anything like that. They did not hang this man. He was beheaded.
So that was probably why.
He was drunk, and it was not one chop.
Yeah.
That's why they instituted.
That's why. That right there is like
holy.
So it kind of got interesting, and I would say that Albert Pierpoint was kind of he was big in what made people finally decide to start changing how they dealt with the capital crime and capital punishment and things like that, because he was one of the only executioners that went on record just telling people how he did that shit. You know what I'm saying? He did interviews. He has a whole documentary about him.
Holy
shit. It was released, I want to say 2004 it was.
That's kind of interesting because it almost sounds like if he hadn't gotten the job, he would have become a serial killer.
Kind of. So here's the interesting thing. He was very religious about it. So he was, This was his job as put to him by God. It wasn't a situation where it's my job to be an executioner. No, this is my freaking destiny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's my divine mandate.
Yeah. So he was bringing justice on the people, and he. Unbothered, I guess, but very interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how many serial killers end up killing out of religious fervor?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. This dude really sounds like
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that I would say that was kind of, that was a big shifting point, because to see this man sitting there talking to, an interviewer, just calm, collected, this is how it happened, and like almost like jokingly, like he was very
fucking Hannibal Lecter.
aloof. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I was like, that was kind of, when I looked into it, because I kind of, it was this big show to begin with, back in like the early days of execution. Everybody would just show up and be like, hey,
You would actually kind of get dressed and you'd go to the next town over to go.
Yeah, it was a public spectacle.
Yep, there'd be drinks and everything. You were just, it's like if we, when we go to see a concert nowadays, it's like, go see Jimmy get his head cut off.
They're hanging Jimmy today.
Yeah. So,
I don't even know him, but I'm about to go to that party.
I'm going to throw a tomato at him.
Yep.
Yeah, details about how, you got to have it set up in this way. Like, he just went.
Well, that was kind of the thing with like hanging. They had to figure that one out.
So it's funny, right? Because like the idea of hanging as a humane execution method is that once you drop it, snaps your neck.
They had to figure that one out.
They had to do math. A mathematician had to come in and was like, if they weigh this much, this is the amount of force that you need to throw that lever with to just snap their neck. Because here's the thing, when they were testing it, there were people that were decapitated. There were people that were just sitting there
for days, or not days, but hours, like
just choking.
Yeah. Like they had to figure out how to hang somebody.
Yeah.
The whole, not for nothing, but that kind of lends to that spectacle.
Which lynching is kind of a fucked up way to execute somebody, right? Especially if you've got a fucking gun, just shoot the dude.
Right.
Like
this is kind of like an unintended like subject matter, right? Like that different types, right? Because that's arguably, I would say, the first method of formal execution, right? Mm-hmm. Is lynching, right?
Yeah.
You'd go and you'd round up a bunch of people and be like, listen, dude, this guy did some shit. So we're going to go take him.
Yeah.
And we're going to put it on him until he's gone.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting, too, because you got to remember there was a point where there was no age limit on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It got bad. And like that was one of the biggest arguments, is that you would have young kids who like arguably, like, again, we go back to almost pretty much any form of stealing was considered a capital crime for a time. And, these young kids get into trouble, and it's like...
just steal to get by.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then these kids are getting put to death for that.
Well, I mean, look at Oliver Twist.
Right?
Artful Dodger and all those kids, they all either end up dead or exiled.
Yeah, yeah. And
19 crimes.
So I think, I don't know, maybe I
think Artful Dodger actually does get sent to Australia.
Maybe it is something better to be against it than for it.
Interesting, right? When you kind of look into it a bit more, and you kind of like, because there's a lot of perspective when it comes to it, and that's why.
So like, back to the subject of execution styles, right? Like the firing squad, that's changed a lot.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really know any states that actually do it currently.
None of them do.
But in one of the final modern forms of the firing squad, it involved there were several shooters.
No, it's always been like that. You always have at least 5 shooters, and there's a blank in one gun, so that everybody believes that they're innocent of killing this man. It's only the guy that loads the guns that really knows, and he never tells.
Oh, well, I thought that was a modern thing.
Nope, that's how they've always done it.
So, like, maybe I'm an asshole, but part of me just believes that people were bloodthirsty and had no conscience back then.
And some of them were.
Let's load it up. I know what I got. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Oh my gosh.
It's a little surprising to find out how much it like affected people and affected like because you think a lot of times like, oh man, you know, they kill people, that's what they do, right? You're an executioner, that's your job, you know. You probably steeled yourself to this, and it's like, no, I just drank a lot the night before until they didn't let me. And here's the thing, they didn't take it away completely, they just limited it. It's like
because right, that's also another thing to talk about is that there's somebody, a human has to die to be executed, right?
Yeah.
There's also people who have to make the decision that he should be, or he or she,
They
should be executed.
and motherfucker,
There's also somebody who has to do it.
Yeah.
There was somebody who threw the lever. There was somebody, you know, there's somebody who injected or administered the chemicals. There's somebody who...
This is kind of fucked up, but I just thought of Emperor's New Groove. Wrong lever!
Oh, man, dude. I love it. Damn it. Oh, my gosh.
yeah, and think about it in a modern context, the motherfuckers who make the decision are sitting in this room right now. Like, think about the last time we got called to jury duty. Like,
So,
you know,
not in every state.
yeah, I know the rules differ here and there. But,
Well, so...
But there's some listeners who are like, yeah,
yeah,
I did vote for that guy to get that shit.
Yeah, I'm sure. But that's the thing, right? So...
You're okay, dude. Don't worry about it.
yeah. 9 times out of 10, they deserved it.
Depending on the state, though, it's like in some states, juries do help with sentencing. In other states, they don't. It's just the judge.
Right.
Because that really is a lot to put on.
That's a lot to put on one person, though.
Yeah, which is kind of
Almost like if a jury, if you anonymized it, maybe...
Think about the fact that there are trials every day that we don't hear about.
This is true.
There are pettit juries that are anonymous because we don't know about them. Yes, legally they can talk about it once they're done being on the jury and everything is through and done with. Because that's the thing, right? If you get called for grand jury, you can't talk about that.
This is true.
That's what happened there. You can say, yes, I was on the grand jury. You can't talk about what cases it was for. Nothing. Pettit jury, you can talk about it after it's done, but you're sequestered until it's done.
So it's a lot, dude. And I think when you kind of put everything into perspective and you start to realize like there's more to it than just the person who did the crime, and even then it could get a bit complicated as history has proven.
Right.
So when you start to kind of put it into that more of that perspective, you start to see that there is a few cracks in this plan that is you know, the death sentence, and you know how much that means and how much that weighs on everybody involved.
Because you can get keyed up. You can just be like, yeah, that was a fucked up thing. And yeah, definitely kill him for it. There's a lot that goes into it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's the thing, right? I personally don't believe you should be able to condemn someone to death if you're not willing to put them to death yourself. I kind of feel
That's
like
an interesting concept.
I feel like judges and juries kind of get a little bit of
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Holy shit.
Okay, that's a very interesting point because this is not on your hands. Yeah, theoretically you've made the decision, but as a group you've made the decision. So now it kind of takes any individual responsibility away from any one person.
And then you
except for the guy that's got to do the job.
Do the fucking job.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm not against the death penalty because I almost fucking thought I was. But maybe, yeah, that's an interesting way to think about it.
I believe it shouldn't be used for everything, but I absolutely believe there are some crimes that just...
So, yeah, we won't argue politics or we won't argue our mindsets and our ideals as far as the law goes because that muddies the waters so much, and it is something that we vowed on this podcast never to do.
Yes, we did.
So let's change the subject. Imagine, if you will,
The hardest segue.
the hosts of Critical Hits have been put to death. Oh my
That was just that was
90-degree turn.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Fast and Furious over here, Tokyo drifting.
shit,
us
that's
into
what
the
I'm
next
saying.
topic.
Oh my gosh. Who wants to go first? This is a weird fucking subject.
So I actually, because I've had some time to consider this, talking about last meals and everything like that, and I realized something. So I have a plan.
Oh my gosh.
If it comes to my last meal. So I realized there's always some amount of superstition and the supernatural that goes into this whole death thing. It's just been throughout our history.
That boy moment.
Yeah. This whole
boy.
So I've decided something. I'm coming back as a revenant. And this is
You stupid piece of shit. What even is that?
So this is how I'm gonna do it, right? So
Oh my gosh. I knew this was gonna happen.
You piece of shit.
Why? Go on.
So
Let's follow this logic.
So here's the thing. Theoretically, if you fill your soul with bitterness and vengeance,
Oh my gosh.
theoretically, you could come back as an angry spirit. You could be a revenant, right? So I have a plan. I'm gonna get all my least favorite foods, and I'm gonna have you put
Name 4.
So it's gonna start with cottage fucking cheese. Let's get that out of the way. That shit is fucking
Yeah,
disgusting.
that's just making me bitter already.
Yeah. So you're gonna put cottage cheese on my plate. You're gonna put like Spam on my plate.
You don't like Spam?
Fuck no, I don't like
yourself.
Spam. That
I've
gels
never
in
actually
my-
had Spam, so I
It's-
can't comment
Whoa,
one way
whoa,
or the
whoa,
other.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we're gonna pause this for 2 seconds. 2 very meaningful seconds. Chrono, you've never had Spam.
No.
That's fucking insane.
That's a little hard to swallow.
Why is that so
Like
hard?
cottage
It's,
cheese.
it's not even a broke thing. It is a Spam is viable thing. People don't understand that shit. It tastes good. It's like
That's
you like
arguable.
bologna.
Yeah.
Fuck no, it's not bologna. No.
It's better than bologna.
It's salty, gelatinized. It's like, okay.
Don't fucking do it. How about you continue with your shit? Skip Spam because we already know what's Spam.
No.
What's the other 2 fucking things?
No, okay, so the other 2 things. All right, so I'm going in, right? So I'm gonna get ready on this. I need something gross, like real gross. So I need a vegetable of some kind in there, right?
Okra.
I never had okra, so I can't say that. But what I have had is bad Brussels sprouts.
I don't like Brussels sprouts.
So there is a good way to have Brussels sprouts. Most of the time, maple is involved.
Bacon is involved, actually.
Maple bacon.
Maple bacon Brussels sprouts. Fuck with me on that, bro. Try that. But I'm talking boiled fucking Brussels sprouts. Gross.
Ah, the white people method.
Yeah. It's just stinky.
All right. I get you.
I kind of love the fact that came from you.
The paciest motherfucker on this podcast.
Oh,
I
shit.
totally get it. All right.
So boiled ass Brussels sprouts. And then this is gonna be a tough one.
Liver.
Fuck yeah, liver. No, absolutely. Liver. Yeah, gross. Just
I've had liver. It's not that bad.
It tastes like sand.
No, it doesn't.
Liver is fucking gritty and disgusting.
No, it's not.
I would rather eat cottage cheese than liver.
Liver tastes a little metally. I'll give you that.
yeah.
If it's meat, I'll eat it.
Fuck around. No.
All right, so we gonna cut off an elk penis.
Serve it to you on a-
I don't gotta think about it.
That's your last.
If it's cut up
Oh fucking no.
and sauteed, put a little onions, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll eat brains. I don't care.
What?
Ox
Don't say
testicles.
that.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Fucking don't just.
Ox testicles or Rocky Mountain oysters?
That's what it's called.
Don't settle it like that. Don't just be like it has a name, so naturally that's okay.
I am a man of culture. I eat ox balls.
I try my best not to eat balls.
I give not a single fuck if it's made of meat. If it was once a living creature, I will eat it.
Does that include people?
Oh, wait.
You're fucked. Wait. You are fucked in this episode.
Wait.
You are getting raw dog.
God damn it.
Oh, that's not what I meant. I meant like animals.
We are animals.
No.
But it's got to be a bad drink, right? You gotta give me a bad drink somewhere in there too, right?
Flat soda.
Yeah.
Flat, uncarbonated soda.
And my favorite soda, but flat.
And
enough to make me angry.
So the syrup's just about to run out. It's flat.
Yeah.
There's no carbonation left in the
just
machine.
the worst. Yeah, no, the worst McDonald's fucking soda you can
He's
think of.
really a revenant. So. No, because here's the thing, right? He sat there and he said, all of this has got me thinking. It changed his opinion.
Yeah?
He said it changed his opinion. So he went from whatever the fuck he was thinking about
Yeah.
to I'm going to become a revenant. And
like fucking Scorpion.
one way or another, he has found the thing that will inspire the most rage and hatred in his soul.
Yeah. just all the things I hate to just indulge in, and on top of that, like put on like the worst fucking movie you can think of. Not just like
The B movie.
oh fuck, dude. Why do I feel like you've been prepared for this?
No, I'm just running
Carl was
off
like,
the
I
cuff
wanna
of
be-
shit I'm thinking about.
I was like, I want to be a revenant.
Oh my gosh. It's like watching watching a car like fly off in a parking lot and hit a fucking lamppost. You're just standing there just watching it happening and you're like smelling the smoke. It's like, what? What the fuck is even happening?
Yeah.
I can't even believe it.
So like we'll recap real quick just to kind of get it.
Yeah, let's get it from the tippy motherfucking top.
So from the tippy top, you need cottage cheese. And not like, because some motherfuckers will blend that shit to try to make it smooth. No, fuck that. Straight cottage cheese. No additives. No fucking pineapple. None of that shit.
It's just straight, off-brand cottage cheese.
Yeah, great value fucking cottage cheese, right? Boiled Brussels sprouts. Disgusting. We can agree on that.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the way this is going to go. It's going to be liver, then the Brussels sprouts, then the Spam.
Yeah.
Then you put the cottage cheese on top.
No,
It's got to be on top.
No, just a fucking sandwich, a horrid sandwich.
Oh, so switch the Spam and the cottage cheese then.
Yeah.
So it's meat, filling meat.
Yeah.
So no utensils. You just got to eat this by hand.
So you got this slimy shit on your hand. It's just fucking horrible.
You're watching the B movie
yeah.
with your shitty, flat, end of syrup, uncarbonated fucking favorite soda.
You like Jones?
Yeah, and plus you're gonna die, so there's that too. So now you're pissed.
At this point, I'm like, this fucking sucks. Just kill me.
Yeah, now you're angry, right? So they fucking put you to death, come back as a revenant, haunt their fucking eternal souls.
Okay, so I didn't think I'd bring it up, but like, how are you going?
How am I going? Dude, that's tough.
I already picked firing squad.
So, fuck, that's a little rough. Put a lot on me there.
You picking guillotine, you picking hanging, you picking...
We're not talking about modern methods. Anything goes.
Shit.
Drawn and quartered?
Brazen bowl.
Fuck that. No, chop my fucking head off.
Wow, this is fucking violent.
Are you going guillotine?
No, I'm definitely going guillotine because I feel like there's a little bit of room for
You ain't
error.
trying to have no drunk bastard.
Yeah, because
That was actually one of the reasons the French invented it.
So
Was because it took out the human error because it's you cut a rope and that's it.
Yep.
Because the rule is you don't drink, but motherfuckers didn't listen.
Oh, yeah.
We can't even listen at our fucking jobs.
Tomorrow morning, I'm about to cut someone's head off. Can I please have everything?
Yeah.
I'll take one of everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tequila, sure. Vodka, yep.
That's it. Plus, I feel like it's one of. I just put the thing. I'm gonna keep going. I feel like it is also one of the most medieval ways. So it kind of just adds itself to it. You know.
So that revenant hood.
Yeah. No, I'm dangerous, man.
Okay. Wow.
That was not where I was expecting this to go.
Yeah, dude, I didn't expect it. I'm gonna go next. Okay. Because I'm a little bit more down to earth.
Thanks for that.
So I'm gonna go the electric chair. I had a whole thing planned out. Right? So a couple of things that happened very recently. Because I have a wife who cares about my physical well-being. She forced me to go to the doctor. And I learned that I don't think I'm actually fucking allergic to fucking shellfish. So that changes my last meal. Well, it doesn't change my last meal. It changes the fucking context of my last meal.
Yeah, I was going to say, because to be fair, you could still...
Because the idea that I was going to have, I was going to go out like a fucking G. And then... I was going to eat as much shrimp as I bloody fucking well wanted. I don't know why I got so British.
Because this.
Well, that's your 21st crime.
You're gone.
Word.
They just catapult you to Australia.
Like, this is a big machine. What does it do? I'm gone. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. You're just fucking flipping. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I can't.
But the idea that I was going to have was going to be to eat as much seafood as I wanted. It was going to be a crab. Like, it's going to be crab legs and a lobster tail and
Garlic butter, all that.
Yeah, I was going to go in. I was going to risk it for the cheddar bay biscuit. And,
that's going to be funny in a minute. Funnier.
And I was going to go via the electric chair. And I was just going to let it all go.
That's just morbid.
They were... They would throw the fucking switch... And then I would just fucking let gravity do the work. Every fucking orifice. Let's go. I'm just explode. I don't care.
Eyes.
Because I don't gotta clean that shit
Like,
up.
it's like Exorcist style. Just fucking.
Yep. I'd be looking at it. I'd look at the one guy before he throws a lever, and I'd throw him a look. And the thing about it is he wouldn't be able to decipher it.
Yeah.
Until 4 or 5 hours after the cleanup. It was like...
Just look at him and give him that slow eyebrow raise.
It'd be like, he gave me a look right before I turned that lever. And then he exploded. That was going to be my thing. Because here's the thing. I have not had... This is just like insight into Red King, this insight into me. I have not had...
Ooh, that's a pretty good album name.
Oh, hey.
I have not had shellfish in over 10 years. Because I got sick one time, and I thought I was allergic, and I just didn't chance it. And then I got blood work literally last week, and I don't think I fucking am. So that changes my whole subject. So I'm just gonna eat a bunch of shellfish, and I'm just gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And you're gonna electrocute me. I'm gonna die.
You're going to give him that look, and he's like, I don't know why you gave me that look.
Yeah.
You're going to haunt his memory.
Either way, I work and I win.
He's like, why did he give me that look?
Well, yeah. The context is completely different. He writes books.
Oh my gosh, that makes it better. Holy shit!
I don't know what his end game was.
Why did he give me that fucking look? Oh,
and you're just out here.
gosh.
Ooh.
Damn it. Okay, then. So I guess that works. Holy
That's
shit.
incredible.
Okay, so I made a tier list.
Okay.
So I'm just going to run through them real quick, give a little blurb on why I like each one. So number 16, this topic actually came about because I was out on a date with my wife and we went to the mall. We grabbed some fucking Annie Ann's. And I was like, yo, straight up, Annie Ann's fucking pretzel nuggets with that cheese sauce, that would be one of my possible last meals.
Okay, so I was going to ask you about the cheese sauce, and you just said cheese sauce.
Yeah.
So you want to know what? You're 100%.
Yeah. That's on
That
purpose.
is the conversation that spawned this topic.
I can't believe that. Like, also, do you normally have this dark of a conversation with your wife?
Yes.
All right.
So, number 15. This is... Do you remember back in the late 90s, early 2000s? Taco Bell had French fries.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, they bring them back from time to time.
No, not the nacho cheese fries.
those
This was straight crinkle cut fucking fries.
I did not know this, so this is news to me. That's
And
incredible.
you could get it with fucking cheese sauce. And they were the fucking best fries on the planet.
I got to do it again.
Yeah.
So just the original Taco Bell crinkle cut fries with the cheese sauce
I
is my
know.
number 15.
Idle whole potato.
I don't hold.
So number 14, ironically enough, is going to be pretty similar to your lobster thing. It's a delicious food, but what it does to my body is not good. A bacon and cheese Whopper and onion rings with zesty sauce from Burger King.
Oh
yeah.
my fucking god.
Okay, so you have been at the Dungeons and Dragons table after one of those.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, it's like being in a gas chamber.
Which is ironically another way you could have been sentenced to death.
You gotta get through your list because I want to ask how you died. Yeah, keep going.
Number 13, straight up just Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Let's fucking go.
I told you it was going to be funnier in a
I
minute.
get you. Yeah.
Number 12, this one was a recent addition. The breakfast pizza from Burned Dairy is fucking delicious.
Okay, you know, that's fair. That's fair.
New York,
Yep.
upstate New York institution.
Yeah.
Fuck you in the city. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Number 11 is Burger King breakfast, sausage, egg, and cheese croissant.
Okay. The croissant witch.
So, yeah, actually, that's the thing, right? I've never had every croissant I get from Burger King. It's always flaky. It's always crispy. It's like
They got some
Burger
busted
King breakfast fucking miss me with that shit. It's the best.
Yeah, no, agree.
What's wrong, Jimmy Coon? Could it be that you're obsessed with my croissant?
Yo, was that Jimmy Neutron? Oh yeah. Was that Carl from me?
Number 10, Sheets. The gas station.
I've never been to Sheetz.
So interesting thing. I actually have a story behind Sheets. Just real quick.
Oh my God.
So I actually went to Hershey, PA recently.
Yeah.
So there was various forms of inebriation involved. So I ended up going from the hotel that I was staying in. Me and my roommate who went with me. We ended up going from the hotel that we were staying in. We walked to Sheetz because my car at the time didn't sound okay. So we walked to Sheetz because it was too dangerous.
But you're going to drive it home.
Well, yeah, a long time home. It was very sketchy, but it's better now. I just can't drive it. Anyways, so yeah, we ended up going to Sheetz and we ordered, right? So I ordered a big old fucking burrito, and it's cool.
Yeah.
Because they got these screens. You can just go and tap on
Yeah,
the
the
screen.
MTO, made to order.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with anybody.
Yeah, you just put it in, they
Yeah.
make it, they'll just bring it up to the register.
So
That
I'm
sounds
like,
amazing.
I'm like, boom, got this nice, and it was you get it. It's like a freaking Chipotle burrito. It's like giant, right? So he ends up getting a a pulled pork sandwich. So we arrived back at the hotel as we're sitting there watching the newest Jackass movie, and he unveils to me his pulled pork sandwich, which had all of one teaspoon of pulled pork. He's like, "This is a fucking ripoff." I'm sitting over here too full from my fucking burrito.
Like, I just got the balls out package.
Yeah. Oh man,
He pissed somebody off because Sheets has never gypped me.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you got the worst luck. Cause I'm like, my burrito, fucking, if I could tell you.
So my actual thing is their bacon cheeseburger, and you can get a big ass fucking bucket of fries with cheese sauce. You're gonna notice I put a lot of fucking cheese sauce on this.
Yeah, okay. That's a good way to go, though.
Right.
That's a good way to live, too.
Number 9 is Bluebell mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Okay.
Damn you. I hate.
Okay, regardless of you liking mint chocolate chip ice cream or not, if we ever go down south, we are getting Bluebell fucking ice cream, because that ice cream is on a different plane of fucking existence.
Yo, the passion.
Now I want Bluebell ice cream.
No, I'm already sold.
Yeah.
Because Bluebell, it seems like it rings a bell of fucking Blue Bunny, which is our upstate bullshit. And I fucking hate Blue Bunny.
Yeah, Blue Bunny's trash.
Well, that's the thing.
Blue
right?
Bunny, up your fucking game.
So Bluebell, they give you their fucking half gallons are like big ass fucking half gallon tubs.
Yeah.
Like what they put into, like, so if we went to Burn Dairy right now, their ice cream bar, they give you the fucking thing that they just put in there and scoop the shit out of.
Yeah.
That's what you're buying when you buy Bluebell. It was fucking. It's cheaper than Breyers. It tastes better. Like, it's
just
fucking sweet. And they have all these fucking flavors.
It's like Five Guys fries, just fucking ice cream.
Yeah.
You want to know what's occurring to me? Is that I think we're just throwing out all upstate New York shit. And people are just like, they're like, what are they talking about? This sounds amazing. Send this to me.
Well, Bluebell's in the South only.
We're slowly decloaking, and I think I like it.
Number 8, Sonic Bacon Cheeseburger and Fries
Okay.
with a cherry limeade. Specifically, the Sonic cherry limeade. Honestly, I'd get rid of the rest of it and just like drink 12 cherry limeades and hope my insides just rupture. But you know,
Just turn your entire body into ceviche.
yes. Number 7. Hold on there. I almost skipped a number. Rossi's Pizza. Chicken speedy pizza with pickles and white garlic.
Yes, we're back in that upstate shit. Let's go.
So I remember you were talking about that. It was last week, actually. I'm interested in this pizza now.
It's fucking delicious.
Chicken speedy and pickle. Like, I don't know.
The speedy is a upstate New York thing.
Yeah.
Well, number 6 is just straight chicken speedies.
So, yeah. Okay.
So there's a very well-known establishment that happens to have Charpit in the name that recently closed down. They're gone.
Yeah. Well, the manufacturing
Yeah.
plant is still up. The restaurant's what closed.
Yeah, which is
fucked
really
up.
yeah.
I can't live with that.
Yep.
Number 5, Red Robin, the Whiskey River barbecue chicken wrap with the garlic fries.
Yum.
So
I'm not sure if we get copyrighted for that. I don't care. Instead of being a bitch about it, you should just send us fucking free burger coupons. Let's go.
yeah. Well,
I'm down.
listen.
So that was the thing, right? It was because this is a different date night with my wife. We went to Red Robin, and I got it in a wrap. It was a spinach wrap. I don't like spinach. That wrap did not taste like spinach. It was fucking amazing.
Dude, I love spinach wraps. So like,
Sorry, not to interrupt you. You want to know what? Fuck it, I'm interrupting you.
rude.
So me and Chrono have a sister-in-law
Yep.
who always wants to go to Red Robin for her birthday. I've actually grown to really enjoy those trips to Red Robin.
Huh. That's the thought that I have is my
sister-in-law, who's actually a lot younger, who was just like a kid and just like hyping up about friggin'.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna.
It's funny. We've been doing this for like 5 years now, and it's because my wife and I took her there just like one time because she was spending the night over at our place. And
Yeah, she's totally hype about it. So
You're gonna
Red
have to-
Robin, anything Red Robin works.
You're gonna have to introduce me to, because I've only ever eaten there once, and the rest of my stories are yeah.
Oh shit!
We'll have to go.
It could be a part of that history, that old history.
Number 4, Cacciatore's lasagna.
That's so. Not only is that upstate, but that is one fucking place here.
That's okay.
I've never been to Cacciatore's.
It's fucking delicious. So here's the thing, right? It's expensive. Let's be upfront, but it's fucking delicious.
Okay.
The lasagna they give you is like a fucking loaf.
Ooh.
Like they give it to you on a plate, but it's like fucking 3 inches thick. And it's fucking cooked perfectly, and it's fucking lasagna, so it's delicious.
Suddenly, I'm hungry.
I'm loving that shit. I'm loving that shit.
Number 3, not from anywhere specific, but it's just one of my favorite foods in general. Spaghetti, meatballs, garlic bread, and garlic and herb sauce.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay.
Like, that's a good meal.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. I could have. Oh man. Yeah. I could die with that one.
Fucking meatballs, and then you just ride that. Maybe it's racist to say it. You just ride that itis.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just right into death.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the perfect fucking OD. You just get sleepy in this.
Number 2, this is not an upstate New York thing. This is a Central Virginia thing.
Okay.
This is an insight into my past. Anna's Pizza. This pizza place has existed for most of my life, if not longer. It is a brick oven pizzeria.
Oh man.
That's the third hole of this episode.
And
That's
their
classic.
sausage and pepperoni pizza is fucking delicious. Just straight fucking banger.
So you won me over with the sausage and pepper, because sausage and pepperoni. That's like,
classic fucking pizza.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That's the wombo combo. That's a dream pizza, right?
Like, if you're gonna pick 2 pizza toppings, sausage and pepperoni.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's a 2 right there, man.
Like, if I could only pick 2 sausage pizza toppings to eat for the rest of my fucking life, it would be sausage and pepperoni.
He skipped lines of dialogue to get right to sausage and pepperoni. I feel that shit.
Fucking hitting the X button to skip sausage and pepperoni.
Absolutely.
But, like, so they were very close to where I first lived in, not first technically, second lived in Virginia.
Right.
I lived in Virginia for a really fucking long time. 20 years for anyone that was curious, but...
Hot hole. That's actually a little incredible hole.
But it's fucking delicious.
We're gonna have to make a trip.
I'm fucking totally down for
A very poignant trip, so that we can go there and have that pizza, because I feel like I need to experience that.
And dude, it's fucking huge.
Oh my god!
And it's like $18.99 for like a 24-inch fucking pizza.
Holy shit!
So we're making a trip. Dang it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 1, Hardee's breakfast. The
Hardee's?
sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits.
Never had Hardee's before. Damn you!
Oh man.
So, I only know like Hardee's and I guess the subsidiary Carl's Jr. I can't speak English.
So Carl's Jr. is the Pacific branch. It's the western half of the company.
They had thoughts though.
Yeah. Hardee's Burgers miss me with that shit. Their breakfast is the best thing on their fucking menu because they roll those fucking biscuits out daily. Those are fresh fucking baked biscuits.
No shit.
So like, here's the thing.
Like,
Yes, I need that. in my
Everybody's
life.
like, oh, they should bring Chick-fil-A up here. I'm like, nah, fuck it. Give me Hardee's.
I mean, Chick-fil-A kind of slash.
So, like,
Yeah, but I would rather have Hardee's.
I need to try Hardee's because I mean, it looks really.
I don't
fucking
think I
good.
need to because here's why. As a little thing, I'm trying not to be fat as fuck. And you want to know what? I think I might end up fat as fuck.
Listen, I'm totally cool with going out with a heart attack, eating my favorite foods.
Yep.
So I
Maybe that would be the way. You just try to.
You order all of this and just start eating it.
Try to trigger a heart attack.
No, it's not my last 16 meals. This is my last 16 course meal.
Like, I'm just trying to go out.
yeah, that's it.
They're like, we're gonna cut you off. No, I'm still eating, boy.
yeah. Like you gotta let me finish.
So we've kind of gone through a little journey with Chrono, and I almost forgot to ask how the fuck he went out.
Firing squad.
You said that a bunch of times.
So
I'm an idiot.
So I am curious as to why.
So the thing is that right, they aim for center mass.
Right.
Anything that goes through your heart is pretty much instantaneous death.
That's a good way to think about that.
And when you're professionally, because the thing is, they don't pick random people off the street to come shoot you.
That would really suck.
It's professionals.
Oh, you know what?
So it's people that have firearms training.
Yeah, that's kind of a good point. Okay.
So that's the thing, right? They don't know that they're shooting me because one of the guns has a blank in it. Only the guy that loaded the guns knows. And you have the option of a blindfold if you don't want to look at him. But I'm fucking looking at him. You're going to look me in the eye as you shoot me.
This motherfucker's got some stuff going on.
We're getting a lot of insight. You're going to look me in the eye before you kill me. I'm like, whoa.
Because like I picked electric chair because it's like electricity is that's how we kind of measure how modern we are as a people, right?
Yeah.
So like I am not in the dark ages. I'm guaranteed not in the dark ages because you electrocuted me until I stopped living. This guy's just like, look, bro, pull the trigger.
Pretty much.
It's like pulling my eyes, dude. Pull the trigger.
See, I picked the one where you are.
Could you imagine you're just staring at him? Miss me with that shit.
I knew I wasn't going to.
See, I picked the one where you are perpetually bent over because you're about to get fucked.
Well, so here's the thing, right?
Damn.
You know when the last execution in France with the guillotine was?
I don't exactly.
Oh my God.
I did see this.
If he's asking, it's probably in the fucking 90s.
No, it is earlier than that, but it is in the late 1900s.
No fucking way.
Man.
Do you know what year Star Wars came out?
Oh, are you shitting me?
Episode 4, 1977.
Are you shitting me?
100%.
Song. That's so fucking crazy. That's duality right there.
One of the greatest milestones in history of Star Wars.
Well, so that's the funny thing about like history, right? I always love studying historical time periods throughout the world because it's like, oh, the Roman Empire and the Han Empire existed at the same time. So you can figure out like a lot of fucked up shit going on in history just by looking at different eras and like, oh, this is how they dealt with famine. Oh, this is how you dealt with famine.
You didn't.
Oh my gosh. But the fact that, you know, maybe in a weird way, you saw the first fucking lightsaber right as somebody lost their fucking head.
Yeah.
And with that, we're at last call.
Last call, last meal.
Let's go.
We are Critical Hit. The drink of the night has been 19 crimes.
We probably committed a couple of them just this episode.
Well, we weren't impersonating Egyptians.
Or stealing.
I mean, no one really knows what we're doing behind the scenes here. There's no video yet.
You guys are all right looking, but I'm not going to marry you secretly. Catch us wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, everywhere.
On death row. request you listen to our podcast.
Wait,
That's, yeah.
we are on every Thursday. Until then, drink hard, play responsibly. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Good night, folks.
Or maybe we won't.
So, funny story, right? There was a guy who owned 2 train companies, and he had trains going full barrel tilt at each other because they figured they would smash together and then go up and then come back down. Because, hey, they didn't understand physics.
Are you fucking serious?
They crashed into each other, exploded, and killed a lot of people.
Wow. Is he on death row?
No, this was like the early 1800s.
Okay, fair enough. I was going to say, because this is ill planning at its best.
Also, they don't put rich people to death.
Ooh. That's a fucking...
Glasses.
Oh, shit. That's a hot... I mean, is that a hot take?